All right. Now, despite going through difficult situations in her life, our next speaker believes in always choosing fearlessness. Let's take a look at her story.
Diane Guerrero is an actor, author, and activist best known for her role on the award-winning Netflix series Orange is the New Black, and as a series regular on CBS's comedy Superior Donuts. She is a strong advocate for immigration reform, and her passion for using her platform to speak up and raise awareness on issues is an inspiration to many.
We day, make some noise for Diane Guerrero!
I was 14 years old when I came back from school one day to an empty house. My parents had been taken away from me, deported. The home I had known, the family I loved, was taken out of my life without warning. Being separated from my family at a very young age was the first of many challenges. Sure, I stayed with relatives and friends, but I was constantly wondering if I was overstaying my welcome. My circumstances meant that I was supposed to be sad, think it was too hard, and live in fear. But if you let fear get in the way of your dreams, then you'll never know what you can achieve. I realized early on that when you face a problem, you have to make one of two decisions. You can either let fear take over and go through life in silence, or you can reject fear and try to change the outcome. I always had dreams to act and sing, and I also wanted to be an activist. But I thought I needed to choose only one. And on top of that, I didn't see how either one was really possible. I went to school and I worked really hard, but I always had the desire to perform tugging at my heart, to truly be seen and heard and to represent my community in extraordinary ways. It was so scary. But one of the best decisions of my life was to finally give myself a shot and choose to be fearless. So I made the decision to move to New York and study acting. At a showcase, I met my agent, and for the first time, there was a glimmer of hope in my journey. And that was when I got my big break on Orange is the New Black. But even though my career was moving forward and I was happy, I didn't feel fulfilled. I knew that I needed something more. So during the 2016 elections, I saw so many young people standing up for themselves and for others, and their fearlessness inspired me to be of service to others as well. So once again, I decided to reject fear, and I shared my story. You guys, I never saw myself as someone whose opinions were valid. And I was scared that if I shared too much, people would think less of me. But they didn't. Sharing my story taught me how liberating it is to stand up for yourself and for others. Now, remember that your current situation is just part of your story. It doesn't have to define you, and it does not have to define what you will achieve. My parents were deported, but that's only part of my story. What's your story? Whether you've personally experienced racism, sexism, ableism, or you have been impacted by our immigration policies. It's the combination of experiences that make our voices unique and therefore valuable. They are valuable in this fight for a better world. Whatever you have gone through, add your voice to that community and make them stronger. Your voice, your story, your opinions can change the course of history. We have the responsibility to be fearless for ourselves and for others. Thank you so much, We Day. I love you so much. Thank you.